Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl, Lori. If you're new here, I am an alternative therapist. What is that, you say? Well, it's somebody who does traditional therapy and adds in like energy work, tells you about meditation, acupuncture, all of those amazing things. But I also struggle from anxiety, ADD, a little bit of OCD, sometimes depression. It's like whatever. So if that relates to you and that kind of content may be something that you're interested in, consider subscribing and hitting the bell in the corner for notification. You'll get notified every time I post. Today, let's talk about N.P.D, or Narcissistic Personality Disorder. All right, so you've probably heard this before. People are like, oh my gosh, this person's a narcissist. You might have even been called a narcissist. To be fair, you might be. I mean, I think we all have a little bit of a narcissistic trait. Doesn't mean that it's crazy. I think we all sort of have a little bit of everything inside of us. And we know if in fact it was to work as it should, we would be super balanced and life would be an even flow. But I want to talk to you about when it gets way out of control. Now, first of all, keep in mind that you can't have a narcissist heal if they don't want to. So you know how you're like, well, if they could just go get therapy, it would be fine, because then they would understand that what they need to do. Well, yeah, but they're narcissistic. So to be fair, it is a personality disorder. So I want to be very clear of that, because a lot of times people think it's a choice. It's not really a choice. And really the main treatment for it is psychotherapy, talking therapy, kind of like what we're doing here. So let's talk a little bit about that. So it's when people also have that self-importance absorption where it's like, hello, like I'm God's gift. Like, of course. Or this is what I expect and this is how I want you to do it. Or these people want to be like me. That's it. They want to be like me. They also talk about their successes in a way that it doesn't even include everybody else. Because let's be fair, none of us really succeed on our own without even either situations or people that we've met along the way to help us or help shape us. But a lot of times you won't see people acknowledge that. That's okay too. It doesn't always mean that they're part of N.P.D. However, it's a huge aspect of it. Also where they're grandiose, right? Where they not only want you to take care of them or be there for them, they want you to know that if it wasn't for them, you're nothing. Like you would never be you, because they're everything and you can't leave them, because if you do, you'll never be good enough. Nobody will ever take pity on you except for them, right? Or they take advantage of other people. So you'll find that typically narcissists will be very charismatic and manipulative, but you see it when you're being manipulated. But before you were being manipulated, you thought the person was like, oh my gosh, this guy or this girl was amazing. And it's not gender specific. It is absolutely something that can affect anybody. So the thing is if you know some of these people, oh, by the way, that's just a little bit. And if you guys want me to cover more topics on narcissists and how you can sort of, I want to call it break free from it or heal from it if it's a past situation, comment below and let me know, and I will continue to do more narcissistic videos and just kind of helping you understand. Keep in mind too that narcissists also have a really difficult time with criticism. So they will cut somebody off with if they're criticizing them. They'll be no, that's not true. They could literally be like, no, the moon is white. And they're like, the moon is pink. And you know, the narcissist could be like, the moon is pink. And you're like, no, it's white. They're like, oh, stop it. Like, you know, it's pink. Like, they'll literally sit there and believe their own lie. They can also be perfectionists, right? So not every perfectionist is a narcissist, but they have to achieve things in their head perfectly because they've built that up in themselves, that they are this superior godlike being. So keep in mind that that's not a reflection on you. The thing for you to remember is that that is not your job to fix them, but it is your job to protect yourself from that energy. Easier said than done, and I understand that, but I want you to know that there's always some form of an out, and I need you to understand that everything that they're telling you that's beating you up is not your dialogue, it's their own narrative. okay? But N.P.D is a true on personality disorder. So yes, it can affect you. We don't want it to affect you. But at the end of the day, it's up to the narcissist, who doesn't think that there's anything wrong with them, to seek help. So you can kind of see where it's the chicken and the egg, and we can't figure out what's going on. But typically, you can't change them. It's not typically. You can't change them, and they have to want to. I know it's painful to watch, especially if it's your own family member, or if it's your kid, or if it's your mom. Like, I get it. I do. But I will talk more about it. If you do know a narcissist, or if you feel like you might be one, it's okay. There's never judgment. Comment below. I try to do these 3 to 5 times a week, some way, shape, or form. I'll talk to you tomorrow.